Speaking section. The speaking section tests your ability to communicate in English in an academic setting. During the test, you will be presented with 4 speaking questions. The questions ask for a response to a single question, a talk, or a lecture. The prompts and questions are presented on time. You may take notes as you listen, but notes are not graded. You may use your notes to answer the questions. Some of the questions ask for a response to a reading passage and a talk or a lecture. The reading passages and the questions are written, but the directions will be spoken. Your speaking will be evaluated on both the fluency of the language and the accuracy of the content. You will have 15 to 20 seconds to prepare and 45 to 60 seconds to respond to each question. Typically, a good response will require all of the response time and the answer will be complete by the end of the response time. You will have about 17 minutes to complete the speaking section. A clock on the screen will show you how much time you have to prepare each of your answers and how much time you have to record each response.
You will now be asked a question about a familiar topic. After you hear the question, you will have 15 seconds to plan your response and 45 seconds to speak.
Do you agree or disagree with the statement that genetically modified organisms, GMOs, should be widely embraced in agriculture?
You will now read a short passage and then listen to a conversation on the same topic. You will then be asked a question about the passages. After you hear the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak. You have 45 seconds to read the passage below.
Hey, did you hear about the university's decision to implement stricter regulations on technology usage?
Yeah, I did. I actually agree with this change. I think it's necessary for our academic success.
Really, I'm not so sure. I feel like it's too restrictive and limits our freedom.
I understand your concern, but excessive technology usage can be detrimental to our academic performance. It's so easy to get distracted and lose focus when we have our phones and laptops constantly within reach.
But shouldn't it be our responsibility to manage our own time and usage?
Yes, to some extent, but research has shown that multitasking and the constant presence of technology negatively impact our ability to concentrate and retain information. By implementing stricter regulations, the university is trying to create an environment that promotes better focus and learning outcomes.
I suppose you have a point there. What about the mental health aspect? Don't you think restricting technology usage might isolate students and affect their social interactions?
That's a valid concern. However, excessive screen time and social media usage have been linked to increased levels of stress and anxiety. By setting boundaries, the university is aiming to promote a healthier balance and encourage students to engage in more meaningful face-to-face interactions.
The woman expresses her opinion about the proposal described in the letter. Briefly summarize the proposal. Then state her opinion about the proposal and explain the reasons she gives for holding that opinion.
You will now read a short passage and then listen to a lecture on the same topic. You will then be asked a question about the passage. After you hear the question, you have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak. You have 45 seconds to read the passage below. You may begin reading now.
Now listen to part of a lecture in a marketing class.
Today, we will discuss the importance of a marketing plan in achieving organizational goals. Let's take the example of a startup company that aims to launch a new smartphone in a highly competitive market. In their marketing plan, they conduct extensive market research to identify their target audience's preferences, needs, and purchasing behavior. Based on this research, they develop strategies to position their smartphone as a unique and innovative product, highlighting its advanced features and competitive pricing. Furthermore, the marketing plan outlines specific promotional activities such as social media campaigns, influencer collaborations, and product demonstrations to generate buzz and create awareness among the target audience. The plan also includes a detailed budget allocation, ensuring that resources are allocated efficiently to achieve maximum impact. By carefully executing their marketing plan, the startup can effectively penetrate the market, attract customers, and gain a competitive edge.
Explain how the example from the professor's lecture illustrates the concept of a marketing plan.
You will now listen to part of a lecture. You will then be asked a question about it. After you hear the question, you will have 20 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak.
Listen to part of a lecture in a biology class.
Today we will delve into the fascinating process of DNA replication. It is a fundamental process that allows cells to accurately duplicate their genetic material. There are two essential strategies involved in DNA replication: the leading strand and the lagging strand. First, let's consider the leading strand. During DNA replication, the leading strand is synthesized continuously in the same direction as the replication fork. Enzymes called DNA polymerases catalyze the addition of nucleotides to the growing leading strand. This process occurs smoothly and efficiently, resulting in the continuous synthesis of a new DNA strand. Now, let's turn our attention to the lagging strand. Unlike the leading strand, the lagging strand is synthesized discontinuously in the opposite direction of the replication fork. This is because DNA replication proceeds in a 5 feet to 3 feet direction, and the lagging strand is oriented in the opposite direction. The lagging strand is synthesized in short fragments, called Okazaki fragments. DNA polymerases synthesize these fragments, and another enzyme called DNA ligase connects them together to form a complete strand. These two strategies, the leading strand and the lagging strand, work together to ensure the accurate replication of DNA. The leading strand allows for the continuous synthesis of one DNA a strand, while the lagging strand compensates for the opposite orientation by synthesizing short fragments that are later connected.
Using points and examples from the lecture, explain 2 ways that DNA replication occurs.